Okay, I think we can consider this one a bit of a guided tour of Abbey. Let's start by doing something non-gamey but like still needed. So you open the X, like all the hacks are here, and then you go to create monk and move around when idle. That means that at least the monks will be walking around like in a bit of a more lifelike way. Then, okay, unpause the game and they get started. What we do first is we need to create a desk where the monks can write the recipe. So we just like, we can double click on the room to zoom in the room right away. And then from here we can open the quick menu. Otherwise we could open it from here and then filter out the furniture we want. And then we choose the monk desk. Okay, there we go. Now we have our desk. We click on the desk and we start new recipe. This is the recipe creation UI. This is one of the main UI. Like right now we just create like the only recipe that we have available. So we start create a new recipe. We cannot choose other styles. There is only a light ale. Forgive the ugliness of this menu. Okay, so that's tells us what the light ale is as a style. Like it has a quality range of 5 from 15. It has some certain specific virtues. That means like a light ale is like low in flavor, low in color, low in strength, and low in foam. It has no real special trait bonus, just to the universal traits. We will see after what is that. It has no specialty. It requires no lagering, and these are the ingredients it needs. Like the only 2 ingredients it uses, like pale malt and standard yeast. We don't go in detail in all this, but there are like tooltips so you can check out what each of these is. Then we go to the next one. This is where we choose the ingredients. Like right now we chose the style for our beer. Now we choose the ingredients like to populate the beer. So we know we only have these 2 available. And on the upper module here you see the preview of the effect of our actions. Then let's get started. Like we put one of each, like so to go to the basic. But you see like everything is still in the red range, like the foam just is the yellow range. So let's bring it up to a green range here. A green range means if a virtue, like these are the 4 virtues, flavor, color, strength and foam. If a virtue is in the green range, it will give the highest bonus to the quality. You see here, max quality, the one like once a recipe gets brewed, you will roll a quality that is inside the range defined by the recipe. So here we are like basically defining the range of quality of the recipe and the probabilities of receiving. We can pause the games. The probabilities of receiving special traits. If for each virtue that is in the green, we have a +5 to the max quality. And that's it. If a virtue is in the yellow, I don't remember the exact amount, but like let's modify. Okay, if we had one, you see like in the preview to the right, in the vials, we would get to the yellow. Okay, so we don't get the +5 to the quality, but we get a -5 to the minimum quality, but at the same time it increased our probability of special traits. Look, if I remove this one, you see like we get a +12 out of that. So this is the balance, like all green, it's the best possible quality and the lowest chance of being special. If you deviate a bit from the green and then like you go on the yellow with some virtues, then your quality will be a bit more at risk, so it might get lower or you might not get as high as it would get with all green, but you get a much higher chance of the beer having some special trait or some specialty. So this is the trade-off. Then we choose like a monk. We can see in the preview that sister whatever the name, because the UI is rocking, but we choose her. And Sister Anastasia is giving us the best modifier. The room is already chosen. We only have one room beside. Only one library room with a desk. We go on. Then here we give the name and we call it very light one. and we confirm. Here it's a summary of our recipe. We take 2 days to be developed. Like brewing it will cost between 6 and 14 florins. It will have a shelf life of 168 days before it expires. It needs no aging, no lagering. It has a very low chance of special trades, but like it might have a universal special trade. Quality range is like quite wide, and but I mean we will roll it and we will see once we brew it. Then we confirm. We can unpause because. And okay, so you see like there is some teleports error whenever we put the free wandering for the monks, and we have to fix it. That's why there is not activated by default. But anyway, meanwhile, the bishop showed up. Let's see what the bishop wants. The bishop has a task for you. Here there are like some fancy texts written by Yannis that explain like the name of the task, and then boiling down to what you shall do and what you shall receive. Build a dormitory, build a bunk bed, get 100 floors. Okay, let's do it. This is the building menu. It's not necessary for the task to go 1 floor up and spend money on the stairs, but I always like to build up there. And then we build a dormitory. Here's the dormitory. There you go. Then we double click on it. I like to zoom in with this double click. It's very like useful. And then we add a bunk bed. It cost us a bit, but okay. And the bishop is happy. Yes, confirm. And the task is done. So now our monks they are still pissed off because they don't have any place where to eat. But at least they now have a place where to sleep. And you see, during the sleep they get happier, they recover satisfaction. There is a new candidate available for hire, or 3 new candidates. All 2 of them are really good. Like Oblat Fridericus is really good. Like you see, these ones are the statistics of the monks. This is the intelligence that it's used to write recipe. This is the intuition that is used to increase the chance of special traits and to brew. This is productivity that makes them do stuff faster. Satisfaction and drunkenness, these are variable, and then they vary as the monks live their life in the monastery. I think we hire him. We don't need him, but we hire him. And the recipe is ready. Let's check the recipe. This is our first recipe, the very light one. So it turned out like no, there was no surprise. There is nothing being rolled or randomized in the recipe. That's our recipe. That's it. Now we have one recipe that we can use, and we can see that we already have a preview of how popular it would be in the 3 markets: lower market, middle market, and upper market. And in 2 out of 3, it would be quite popular. So it's not a bad start. Then I think it's time to brew it. Then we put a boiler. To brew we need a brewery room that we already have, a boiler and a fermenter. And that's it, now we have them. Then we select one of them and we do new brew. Okay, this UI is clearly like still in a very placeholder stage, but like it's fully functional. So we only have one recipe to choose because we only made one recipe, but we have 4 monks that might do the recipe. And here we can see the bonus that they will have to the roll. So basically, as you see, like there is a range of quality in the recipe. It will be rolled randomly. It can be 4 to 34, but this monk has a +4 to that roll. So the minimum will be always 8, for example. The maximum will stay always 34 because you always stay inside that range anyway. Here we have like the usual stuff, like how long it will take to brew it. And then also a new thing that is like the chance of infection. So the beer might get infected, especially in the beginning of the game. But we shall see. Like, and then we go to quantity. These are our tools. Like, the bishop has a new task, but we will get to it later. I just realized it's fine. No, it's actually okay. It's correct. So here we choose the quantity. We do the maximum, we have money for it. Here it shows like how much it will cost. No, that's wrong. The selling price, Okay, that's it. At the moment they don't start brewing because they're still sleeping. One of them is without bed, so he fell asleep here and is probably not that happy. You see, like, the satisfaction is not rising like the other monks. I don't remember who we chose to bring. Okay, a live woman is bringing the ingredients. Okay, he was waiting there, and brother Fridericus, I think, starts to brew. He will do first the mashing, the boiling in this part, and then he will go to the fermenter and he will ferment the ale. Then let's see what the bishop has for us. My favorite bouncing board. Okay, a refectory is a good thing because the refectory is needed to keep the monks happy. Let me choose here. Where I want to click Sister Anastasia. Okay. Okay, we build a refectory here. Have we got enough money? Hopefully. The refectory is the place where the monks go to eat in the evening. We need a cooking stove, we need a serving counter, and that brings us the cook. And then the cook starts doing stuff, and then for each 2 monks we need a table. Now we have the table, and the bishop is happy, and we get some money back at least. Okay. Okay, here we need to wait until they finish this. We can speed up time a bit. Okay. The Ale Fredericus is ready. And we unlock a new style. I will explain after what that does mean. Oh, our ale. It didn't even turn that bad. Like in the beginning, like the quality of the ales is fairly low, of course, but this is not too bad. It's an ale of a certain quality. Yeah, no shit, Sherlock. Okay, it doesn't have any special trait. This is the distribution UI. We cannot store anything because we don't have any cellar at the moment. So we can only sell it. We could trash it, but like then we just lose the ale that we just brewed. So we set the amount maximum to sell. We could click this one. And then it's telling us aging or lagering not required. Of course, this UI is still like very unfinished, but like it's the first version that works. Here we can change the selling price. The more you raise the price, the recommended price, what we call the fair price, depends on the quality of the ale. And for each market, they have a bit like different requirements in terms of quality. So like the upper market is really picky about like the quality. So they really want high quality beer, and in the beginning it's very hard to satisfy. But one thing is, like right now all the markets are active, but later on the markets, they start that only the lower one is unlocked, and then the middle one unlocks with progression, and then the upper one. So at the moment it's just like being the alpha, we just facilitating. Anyway, like the fair price suggested is 20. If we lower it, they get even happier at some point, yes. But we earn less money from our sales. If we raise it, unfortunately, they get a bit less happy. Popularity, that is this thing here, is what determines how fast your beer will sell. So the higher the popularity, the faster the beer will sell. Let's keep 20, like it's a fair earning. We earn like 9 florins every 10 liters. We have 100 liters. Like it's a good start. We sell it, and then you see a lay woman. They appear, they carry the ale to the cart, and then the cart, at some point he will be leaving. Like I'm not staying here. Okay, yeah. You see, and then he's carrying like, and here we have a tracker of the position. Here is the city, and here is the monastery, and it will take them like, I think, it will arrive on the 29th. Today is 5 days. Anyway, we cannot yet interact with the merchant because we don't have a storage room, but then we will do that as well. The bishop, okay, this is like, the bishop is really helpful because it's suggesting us what to do in the beginning of the game. Like, we need to build a laboratorium, build an escritoire, assign a monk to the escritoire, and start researching the cellar. The laboratorium is too expensive for us at the moment. Like, so we need to. Okay, we can ask for a loan. Can we ask for a loan? Yeah, okay, we have low fame, but let's get a loan. It should be enough. Instead of going straight to a laboratorium, what I would do is to brew another ale. Same one as before. I would even have him doing like, because he rolled it quite high. It could be better, it could be up to 34, but 28 is fair enough and it's safe. We have money to pay for it. We didn't have to ask for the loan. We can't even return the loan at the moment. Like, then we will ask for more if we need it. The lay woman is coming. Plop, ingredients, and Frederico's is starting brewing again. Can we? Yes, okay. We already have like some elements of the core. The higher the comfort of the monastery, this is this icon here, the more satisfied the monks will be. You see, right now, like they're oscillating on a. I think we should be able to see. Yeah, the monk satisfaction is very average. They have a place where to sleep, they have a place where to eat, but like the monastery is not that fancy and that good looking, so it's not that comfortable. We solved that. We solved that by adding furniture that has this icon. You see the little armchair icon here. This one is adding 10 points of comfort. This one 5. And it starts to make our place a little nicer to look at also. This one could get a better placement probably, but that we can fix later. And you see the comfort is going up slowly. This is the fame. The fame is grown by selling ale, is grown by succeeding in challenges, is grown by doing the task for the bishop and later on for the lord and for the pilgrims. There are several ways to rise the fame, and it will impact, for example, the loan. Right now we can only get a loan of 100 florins. This is because we have only 1 point of fame. If we had 2 points of fame, we could already request a loan of 200 florins. It impacts a lot of the other things as well, but like. Based on the let me pause the game. Based on the fame, at some point your monastery will move to stage 2. So you will be able to develop new researches. You will be able to hire more monks and to build up higher floors and to build cold cellars and a few more things like that. Anyway. We got a request for an ale order. Let's see what the ale order says. Okay, the middle market is requesting us 100 liters of blonde ale. That is a style that we just unlocked. The quality has to be higher than 7 and the strength has to be at least 2. I think we could accept it. The deadline is on the... doesn't say yet, like... Okay, expires on the 1st of June, the order. Okay, we still have time. We could try to negotiate the price, and you see it would go higher, but then there is a risk of failing the negotiate. We could let's keep it as it is, like, and accept it as it is. Okay, so if you don't negotiate, the order is in the acceptance, so we need a blonde ale, quality 7 and strength 2. We need to write a recipe for that though. New recipe. Create new recipe. New style, blonde ale. It's very similar to the light ale, but it has one more ingredient, Groot. Groot was like a mix, a bouquet of herbs that was used before hops became popular. So every area had different ones. There was like bog myrtle, some like used rosemary, like they mixed, like it gave like some bitterness and slightly preservative power, but like it got almost abandoned after the discovery of hops. But I can tell you that there are some breweries, I don't remember, I think in Western Germany, in Aachen or somewhere there, that are brewing a Groot beer. So if you're interested, you can still find one. Okay, so blonde ale, slightly different. Okay, you see this one has already something special compared to the light ale. This one in summer has a bonus to popularity. We create a recipe. We start usually by adding one of each. That is mandatory. And then we build up. Okay, this one is also simple. It's like the same recipe as the other one, but it has Groot additionally. And strength, okay, this tooltip is totally wrong. I don't know why it exploded, but the strength is 2 as required by the order, so it's fine. We choose her, that is faster, and it's because of the intelligence. You see, a more intelligent monk has a bonus to quality, and as she also has a bonus to productivity. And we call it Blondine. Confirm. Okay, I'm sorry, I had paused because I didn't want to. He doesn't have a place where to eat. He's not happy, and he doesn't have a place where to sleep. So you see, his satisfaction is dropping much faster than the other guys. Anyway, the bishop here is waiting for us. We could... okay, the bishop wanted us to build a laboratorium. Laboratorium, there you go. Unfortunately, we don't have money for an escritoire. Escritoire is just a fancy desk. But we didn't want to call it desk, and we thought that escritoire sounded better. We can't speed time up. Okay, our ale is ready. Okay, not a real surprise. Same as before, we just sell it. But then, now as soon as we make some money, because we need to make some money. Okay, our recipe is ready. See, it can go slightly higher than the previous one. It has slightly different statistics. It has like this different special. It's in popularity because it's very similar to the trends. Like the trends, soon the system will change, but right now you can see the trends in here. This is what's trending in the markets. Like we cannot see the upper market because it's, like I say, we didn't want to waste time in something that is changed. But current trends, right now in the lower market they like flavor 2, color 3, strength 1, and foam 1. And this is what they like on the middle market. So the closer your ale is to this specification, the higher the popularity. The higher the popularity, the faster the sales. If the sales are really low because the popularity is being really low, it might be that your ale expires without selling at all. That is the risk of for example, rising the fair price. Yes, you earn more money, but if it makes the popularity too low, then the sales will get down to a very little per week, and at some point it will stop selling completely, and then it will just like expire without having sold out completely. Anyway, let's pass some time. I think we have some ales on the market. Yeah, okay, you see, we have 100 liters of ale for sale that didn't even start selling, so that's very good. I can ask for the loan. Now I can okay, you see my fame went up, and I can request a bit higher loan. The loan needs to be repaid in 1 year, if possible before. So the ale order is here and is waiting for us. So we brew for the order. We brew the Blondine. We brew 100 liters of the Blondine. This is a new thing. Okay, the satisfaction of the guys is really low right now, but we brew 100 liters because that was requested by the order. And then okay, meanwhile you see we are selling on the market, so we are getting back some money, and we can finally build our escritoire. The room is a bit empty at the moment. We can add a candle, like just to make the escritoire feel less sad. And we need to assign a researcher, or Frederikus, because Frederikus has such a high intelligence that when assigned to research produces a lot of research points. Like later on you will be able to unlock furniture that gives a bonus. So the researcher, like right now Frederikus is like still Frederikus finally managed to get to the bed. I don't know why they switched like position, but you see Frederikus like now jump in there. and then it started working as a researcher. So now we have a production of research, and we can go to research. Research will change, will get simplified, but this is where you unlock both technologies that gives you bonus. For example, this one is increasing the amount of ale orders, or this one is giving you more laymen transporting stuff. This one is giving more experience for the monks. This one is reducing the monks' upkeep. But you're also unlocking content. So you're unlocking the seller, for example. This is the thing that they required us first. And you can unlock also gameplay. For example, this is very useful, the quick rebrew. Basically, you can take a shortcut in whenever you want to brew an ale that you already brewed before. Okay, meanwhile the bishop is happy, yes. And we got some money as well. Here, brother Remigio is fermenting his ale for the order. We can... We can also decor. As our decor is going up, slowly the monks will be happier with it. Sister Anastasia is not really happy at the moment. Okay, also the tooltip here is wrong. Well, as you can imagine, this is alpha, so like there is so many things. Like even the UIs, most of the UIs are still to be changed, and still, for example, this menu here on the lower side will disappear completely because it's very awkward to use. But this gives me a chance to show the ale styles. Ale styles, there is like 40 and more of them in the game. These ones are those available in phase 1 of the monastery. Then when you get enough fame, you will get to phase 2. And you will have more styles to unlock. Basically, you unlock styles by brewing a certain amount of the previous style. So you see, brown ale. Did we just finish brewing? Okay, we didn't finish, that's why. Blonde ale. We brewed 50 liters of light ale, and that unlocked the blonde ale. Now, when we brew 150 liters of blonde ale or 150 liters of blonde ale, we will unlock both the brown ale and the red ale. When we will get to 300 liters of blonde ale, we will also be able to make recipe using the honey ale. Then, when we make 200 liters of brown ale, then we will be able to make recipes using the old ale. And each of them, here there's just a description, but each of them has something special. A different range of virtues, so that can adapt to the market. And then some styles fit better for a given season. For example, darker ales are more appreciated, are more requested and more popular during winter and autumn. Like a lighter ale, lighter in color, lighter in taste, lighter in alcohol, are much more appreciated during spring or during summer. These are all things that we will give the player the tools to learn, but that they are learned with progression. Okay, the Blondino is okay. I think it's fine for our order. And you see, this ale fulfills an active ale order. Okay, perfect. Ship it. And this is being carried again by our lay women. Upla, upla. And meanwhile, the bishop has a new task for us. And that's a cellar and a small barrel. Okay. This is a small bag. Let me just like take a note. I need to take notes of the bags because like we fixed them. Like that's it. 4 liters are sold with a order. This up here. What happened here is that I sold all my. What happens here? Let's see. exactly. This notification will remain now here. I don't click it anymore because I know that it's a bug. That means that if I sell all my ale in an ale order, somehow it doesn't remove the notification, so clicking it again could cause problems. But okay, our ale is traveling towards the order giver. We have no more orders active. We need to build a cellar and a small barrel. I don't think we researched the small barrel yet. Okay, then we add it. Now we are still researching quick rebrew. Okay, but we can wait for that. We can also check the queue. We can remove stuff from the queue if we want. But we can start building the cellar anyway. The cellar, as you can imagine, goes underground. And you see, oh, I love the visuals of this. Like, that's so dungeony. But we don't have money for the cellar at the moment. Not even with the... We can return the loan, though. Repay the loan. And now that our fame went higher, we can request a new higher loan. And then we can build the cellar. And that's our cellar. Now pause the game. What I would like to do is also to give a bed to these monks. Tomorrow we will be sleeping in a proper place. And I also would like to give them a table for dinner. Then in here we can also start enqueuing a few more interesting things. For example, I would like to add some decoration to the monastery, because right now it's quite empty. Oh, hops plants, yes. And then I'm enqueuing all this stuff right at the moment. And then the storage, and then the abbot's room. Now I think it's a fair amount of stuff enqueued. Like, we can go back to our brewing activity. Okay, I got paid for the order. That was not like that much money, but okay, unfortunately this bug kept my... I need to stop the game here because this bug caused my brewery to get stuck. But okay, we will fix it. I think this is a good introduction anyway. Like, I mean, like the next step would be to build a barrel in here as soon as it's available. Let's pass a bit of time. I'm still researching that. Okay, we are almost done with the... Let's pass time a bit faster. Now this is... I'm not really playing anymore. Okay. Quick review, and now we are researching the small barrel. Okay. And at this point, you can build a small barrel here. When you next brew an ale, okay, I will be using cheat codes now, like just like so that I can quickly show you one last thing. That is, we build a new brewery that is not stuck like this one is. Up, and then we brew a really quick ale. Like you see now that the mood starts to get better, they have also better bonus. We do that. And one thing that is that our monks are also leveling up. And we forgot to do that, and she already leveled up once, and we increase her intelligence, we confirm it, and I think he also did level up, and then we increase his intuition, that is already super intelligent. Okay, see, now we are brewing like this. What I want to show you is like one last thing that the monks need to be happy. What does... Okay, I did this. The monks need beer, like as you can imagine from the fact that we work so much on the drunk animation of the monks, but we can do that. Okay, this is the new beer that I brewed. But now instead of selling it, I store it. I raise the store to maximum. It's already selected the only barrel that I have available, and I confirm it. Tomorrow morning, as soon as the morning comes, you see our two lay women are now going down to bring it to the cellar. Hopla. 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 And this is the shelf life. This beer doesn't require, this ale doesn't require any aging, so, and any lagering, so that these bars will never go up. Like this UI is about to change soon, but what we can do, set this ale as drinkable or not. And you will see that soon our little monks, where they are. Okay, now they just drank one. Okay, but like they start consuming ale, and this ale is going down, and this has a really nice effect on their satisfaction and drunkenness. Drunkenness is something that's still half developed in this build, but it will have a strong impact on everything that it. So I think, guys, for now, as a first trip into Abbey, it's good. We didn't show you everything. We didn't show you the merchant. We didn't build a storage room. We didn't start barter with the merchant. There is a few things that we didn't do yet, but I think for an introduction it's already quite a long video. Okay then, bye.